Heath Ledger's performances were always fascinating and engaging. I felt like he always had me wanting another frame of film to watch him, and no other role more true and twisted than his iconic role in The Dark Knight than the Joker. But we're going to take a deeper dive into the acting and mindset of his character, the walls and rules that constrained Heath Ledger's Jokers and inspired destruction. What made the Joker so compelling to watch, living in the Joker's skin. So sit back, click subscribe, and enjoy the ride. Heath's Joker is a complex one. At first glance at the overall film, it's hard to pinpoint and dissect what really makes him beautifully terrifying. We get from the opening that Heath's character is ominous, lurks in the shadows of broad daylight behind a mask and makeup. He ingeniously takes out his whole crew one by one by having them turn on each other for a bigger share. It's a great metaphor that I think fits the overall of the movie for the Joker. It's chaos, it's corrupt, it's dangerous, it's ingenious, it sets up for what the Joker is going to do on a larger scale. We don't even realize what we signed up for. We see him casually strolling into the mobsters' meeting, making a grand entrance, flaunting and taunting at them, trying to get them on that oh sweet edge of rage.
I thought my jokes were bad.
Which he weaves one of them out. See, the Joker uses these tactics to smell out the weakest link in the chain. Whoever reacts the most through their emotions is who's next off. It shows the Joker that they can't be trusted because they let their emotions get to the best of them. Not seeing the full picture, but just seeing red. His psychological trickery is what makes him so dangerous. He knows and loves to find people's weakness and use it against them to disarm. While the Joker proposes his plan, the rest don't agree with him. While they're playing checkers, the Joker's already got all of them in checkmate. He has the advantage of being unknown. He calls them out for their mistakes and tells them that
Batman has no jurisdiction. He'll find him and make him squeal.
And tells them what they need to do, which is...
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
But no one listens to him. They all think he's...
You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Which he takes great offense to. We keep that in mind. We'll get to that one later. Then we get this chilling video of the Joker spitting right in Christian Bale's face.
Are you the real Batman?
No.
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 No. Then why do you dress up like him?
Planting the seed of what is right and wrong. How can a hero hide behind a mask? No good can come from hiding. He is putting him in the spotlight. He is forcing his hand. He's trying to strip down his morals, erode at them, and the beginnings of him attempting to break down the Batman's walls, which he's built up against Gotham over the years.
Look at me. Look at me!
He is pushing him on the edge. This is just the first step of the many steps that the Joker has against the Batman.
Batman must take off his mask and turn himself in. Oh, and every day he doesn't, people will die. Starting tonight. I'm a man of my word.
This is a masterpiece of a scene, because not only do they have the Joker right where they want him, the Joker still has all the power, no matter free or chained up, taking the breath out of Gordon as he purposely holds on to words and articulates in such a manner to slash and stab for more effect. Punches Gordon right in the gut verbally, making him lose all his breath. Look at the way that his nostrils are flaring, to have Gordon think twice about who he can really trust. You can tell he's trying to keep himself composed, but he's starting to lose it. Now, while he's weaponizing his words to attack on Gordon, try to break down the chief of police, it's just a challenge for him. He doesn't care twice about it. He's just up for the challenge. Just look how he uses these words as weapons.
Me? I was right here. Who did you leave him with? Your people? Assuming, of course, that they are still your people and not Maroni's. Does it depress you, Commissioner, to know just how alone you really are? Does it make you feel responsible for Harvey Dent's current predicament? Where is he?
Look at the way that his eyes ease into conversation, his hand gestures, the way he tilts his head, just everything he does has an ease to him, but yet it has such a pinpoint of a target. He hits it right on the bullseye. He hits right where it hurts. He hits right where he needs to hit, just so he can push them on that oh sweet edge that he needs to push them off of, so he can get what he needs and get what he wants. Then with Batman, he opens up and levels with him, tells him he's a freak.
You're garbage who kills for money.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. When they don't, they'll cast you out.
And Christopher Nolan knows, as a director, that this is a pivotal moment for Batman and the Joker. He breaks the 180 rule. Watch how he shoots over Batman's left shoulder and Joker's right shoulder and goes to the other side, shooting over Batman's right shoulder and Joker's left shoulder after he tells Batman he's a freak. He even shows his cards to Batman without even him realizing it, by saying,
"They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other."
Which is a reference to the two boats later on in the movie. And he's right. He is ahead of the curve because he writes all the rules. He's playing God and Batman isn't anymore, which is what makes the dichotomy of this so frustrating for Batman. The Joker is now the king of the hill. No matter where he is or what he does, he has a plan and he knows how to get out. I mean, up until this point, he's done everything he said he would and has gotten away with everything. And when Two-Face is created, I think it physically brings on one of the themes of the movie. Balance. Good and bad. For the Joker, it's organization and chaos. For Batman, it's his questioning of what's right and wrong. And the Joker just shows how chaotic he is by burning the money. The money was never important. He wanted to do it just simply because he could. Another thing he could control. And he doesn't physically show it, but with his actions, he gets very defensive about being called
What a freak.
He doesn't like freak because he doesn't see himself as a freak. He sees himself as a master at his craft. Why is it that he outsmarts everyone and still gets called a freak? How is it he has outplayed the mob, the police, the law, and Batman, and in his eyes, he hasn't gotten the respect he so desperately wants? But yet he gives off this impression that he's a guy with no plan.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
He gives the illusion you have choice, but never do. He knows what cards you hold to your chest because he set up the deck. When he touches Harvey's hand, it's because he's testing him, pushing his buttons. He's mentally breaking him so the Joker can build him up as what he wants. A weapon, a trophy, the golden boy of Gotham gone bad. When he puts the gun up to his head, he doesn't have his finger on the hammer right off the bat. His fingers are loose. It's because he knows he's reeled him into his idea, having Harvey see the world from his view. Harvey could have pulled the trigger at any moment, and it would have been all over. And it's only when Harvey flips his coin in the air to see whether to kill the Joker or let him go, is when he puts his finger on the hammer, letting Harvey think it was chance or his idea for not killing the Joker. At the end of the movie, the Joker gets so close to having it all. He almost had the civilians blow each other up. He came up with this grand plan of having the clowns be civilians and the civilians be the bad guys, making the police question if what they did was right or wrong by just storming in. Just another twist of the knife the Joker can just add in, a little detail that they wouldn't have noticed until the end. And he sits there, waiting for them to blow each other up, but he forgets to account one thing while scheming this up. That people can be good. That both boats wouldn't go through with it. The Joker only thinks that everyone is bad and all he needs to do is push them to the edge of being bad, and it proves his point. He thinks if he can break Batman, then everyone will join his side. Overall, this is a fantastic performance by Heath Ledger. It's one of my favorite roles by him. The level he went to for this role and how he just sits in the character's skin so well amazes me. No one could have guessed that the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You would play a twisted, violent, murdering clown. The way he looks at you with those dead eyes, like a shark watching its food. His body language isn't coordinated like a child with a gun. He's smart in a weaponized manner, and he gets the results no matter the cost. The mob wouldn't even go where he tangos. He wears this thick cloak of unknown and mystery. The Joker likes to hold on to fear and pushes you to the unthinkable, darkest boundaries you could never imagine. In the opening scene, you know you're in for a ride you'll never forget. And this is what made the Joker iconic.